Hi, everyone. We are looking at the Simpsons activity, which is looking at how the different parts of an experiment or what the different parts of the experiment are and making sure that you guys can identify those. So, as we end up looking, when we talk about an experiment, there are two parts or two groups within an experiment. You have the control group, which is right there. When we talk about the control group, it's going to be the group that we are going to be able to measure the experiment off of. So, if it is, well, I'll just give you this example right here. If we look at this experiment here with Smithers, where it says Group A is given special juice to drink and Group B is not given a special juice, you can almost think of it as like what's the normal thing in that experiment. So in this case, the control group is going to be Group B because they were not given that special juice. That's what normally would happen is you're not going to be getting anything special. It would be just what you normally would do. So a control group, you're going to be able to see, did this experiment actually work? When we talk about the two different types of variables, I had said there was another group, and that group would be the experimental group, which this isn't asking about, but in this case, it would be Group A. So when we talk about the independent variables and dependent variables, independent variables are going to be the thing that changes from group to group. So when we look at this experiment right here, the independent variable would be the special juice because that's what was different from group A to group B. So that's going to be what we are actually testing to see, does this special juice help the workers? Okay, so that's the independent variable. Again, the thing that changes from group to group. The dependent variable, when we talk about an experiment, is going to, like it sounds, depend on something. So we're going to be really seeing what are we measuring at the end of the experiment. And so sometimes it's black and white. This is what you're experimenting or what we were trying to measure at the end of the experiment. Sometimes it might be sort of in between the lines that you need to look. So in this case, it's black and white. It's going to be how many stacks of papers did the workers end up making. So that's what we're looking at in this situation. So um, just wanted to make sure we touched on those so you had an idea of what you were looking at. So you should be able to go through and do the other things and make sure you're answering the other questions with it. As always, you can be asking in class if you aren't sure on something, and I will be able to assist you and make sure you're on the right track. But you should have taken some notes as you were listening to this. Thanks, and have a good day.